See, here's what I'm thinking. After reading all these stories, the weird stuff about birds and all this, and this Air Force, this top Air Force guy, advisor to Bush, and all this cabinet member and everything, he turns up, after being drugged for a couple days. Apparently, he's wandering around in the winter with one shoe. People saw him. All of a sudden, he shows up in the dump in New Jersey. I mean, that's obviously, straight up hit, but that's the real story, though, in all this, and the birds and everything. Who knows what happened to them? The story that they're telling might be true, but still, here's a top official, apparently just a straight black ops type of, hit on this guy, and nobody asks any questions. They're already saying, "Oh, well, he was just crazy, some crazy guy." I don't know if he was getting ready to spill the beans on something. But, the point of this is we're hearing all these stories, and this one dude keeps popping up, this George Soros, this straight up piece of garbage. And it just makes me wonder, it's like, how in the hell with everything going on, this guy keeps popping up and he's apparently directing everything. If you go back a couple months in November, maybe October, November, he was real mad at Obama. Remember this? Telling Obama, you better get on the program here. Well, now he just popped up this week saying that the U.S. here better stop resisting this, orderly decline of the dollar, as he calls it. This piece of garbage. I mean, how is it even possible that he walks around on the earth? This guy, you wonder who he is. He's made billions of dollars off of ruining countries. That's what he does. Oh, he's a great he just donates this money and all that. Well, hell, if I had stolen $14 billion, I could donate a couple million here and there too. So what? He was in on this, the British collapse in '92. He made $1 billion off of that by shorting to sterling, and he's done this around the world on a bunch of very small companies, collapse their currencies. That's how he makes this money that he does. But his history, he's Hungarian. Family name used to be Schwartz. So he's one of these straight up Zionist pieces of shit too. He's apparently the ringleader of the whole, he's the spokesman that can get into government. How he can just get a pass? He gets on TV all the time. Oh, he's just there on ABC News. Oh, George Soros. Well, he's telling us that we better just stop resisting this orderly decline of the dollar, and he runs this, the hell's it called? I was just looking at it. This institute anyway. He runs this institute. Well, it's for, of course, like all of them, well, it's this benevolent, thing it's for people, fair people, and then it says in there too that it's for, behavioral change and all this. It's one of the groups of the New World Order. Oh, he also used to be the head of the CFR as well. But here he is, apparently just running the whole damn government. What's it going to make to people to make people finally realize, this has nothing to do with what our government should be. And this guy should be, the next time he appears anywhere, people should just grab him up. He should just disappear. How this isn't happening. I mean, can you imagine this type of stuff happening back in the 1950s or 60s in this country? This stuff would never be allowed to go on. And okay, all this stuff happened way back when, in 1933, and Roosevelt, declared the country bankrupt and all this. It's been in receivership since, I know all that stuff, but still, it's the people, It's like, getting tired of hearing excuses, It's like, well, you're not supposed to say that, Well, all this stuff happened in the past generations, whatever, they didn't deal with it. So, today, this is like, this is your life. This is it. And it's ending 1 minute at a time. These people got to be dealt with, but yet we just keep hearing the same political thing over and over again. Now already, well, the election's coming in 2012, and then we'll be able. Hell, we just got a bunch of these damn clowns in November. That was the big deal for a whole year. Then what are they going to do? Nothing. Just like all the rest of them. Well, they'll put on a stage show. They'll fight and bicker and this and that, and then at the 12th hour, the shit will just get passed anyway, as usual. The debt ceiling limit and all this stuff. I mean, it's all just imaginary. People can say, oh, no, they're going to get in there and fight, and they're going to overturn this stuff. I'll believe it when I see it, because it's just all the same old garbage. Here's just a paragraph. This is from the Protocols of Learned Elders of Zion. Just check out this one paragraph in this book. If you haven't read this book, you got to go get it. Here, the abstraction of freedom has enabled us to persuade the mobs in all countries, not just the U.S., in all countries. Let me read that again from the first sentence. The abstraction of freedom has enabled us to persuade the mobs in all countries that their government is nothing but the steward of the people, right? The government's there for the people, for the benevolent oversight of the people. The people who are the owners of the country, of course, right? Well, that's the illusion anyway that the Zionists here has set up. And that the steward may be replaced like a worn out glove, right? That's what we keep seeing over and over again, year to year. You notice these elections, they come it's not 4 years. They break that down into midterms, 2 years, and then there's stuff in between 1 year. So the people are always in this state of being pissed off, right? But, well, there's always an election. There's always, the change is coming. See, it's coming. The change is coming. Yeah, we can get rid of them and get another guy in. And then as soon as they get in, everybody's totally pissed off again, but there's another election coming. This is how they designed it. They designed this system. It is this illusion that the people can replace their representative, which has placed them at our disposal. This very system, everything we see, we talk about these politics and all this crap. They've designed it to give the illusion of freedom, and that we're actually in charge of it. All right. So I'll just read that over again. It's the illusion that the people can replace their representatives, which has placed them at our disposal, and giving us the power of appointment. Now, this is just the last sentence again. They didn't say that the people have the power of appointment. Even with these elections, they say that they have the power of appointment. In other words, anybody that's getting up into any office of any significance is chosen by them. And the only thing that's going to change any of this is it keeps coming back to one idea. That is, we got to get back to a common law. That's the law of God, not all this man-made crap where we're heading straight into this New World Order. According to Soros, we better just stop fighting it because it's coming soon. He says just knock it off. He says it's time now. Anyway, I'll leave you links below, and have a good evening. Thanks.